Hey there, welcome back to the Sims resource. Today we have something very exciting. It is going to be a living room renovation using the brand spanking new collab, the Simxties collaboration. It's written out, it's in the title, you can see it there. I'm not 100% good at saying it, but let me tell you, this collab is absolutely fire, and I'm so excited for everyone to get your hands on it. It's coming soon, and it's so cute. So yeah, this is a 60s inspired collab. So all of those like kind of iconic 60s silhouettes, I always think of Trixie Mattel because she's my point of reference for everything. And a lot of the things that she wears, and a lot of the ways that she styled her motel, if you've seen the series Trixie Motel, it's a lot like that. So here I'm just renovating this living room based on the aesthetics that I found in this collab. I also ended up replacing a lot of windows because I thought that they would look cooler if they were all 60s inspired, though. Actually, a lot of the homes in Oasis Springs are actually mid-century modern styled, and so they actually work perfectly for this furniture. So as you start downloading all the amazing creations in this collab, highly recommend you put them in one of these houses because they're already perfectly suited for mid-century kind of stylings. So here I am, I'm just cleaning out the room first. This was a 2-bedroom lot in Oasis Springs, as I mentioned, and I'm just cleaning out the living room. I actually really like that they have this wall up. It creates a nice divide, and I think it just kind of helps the space flow a little bit and like separates the entryway from the rest of the house. And so here I'm just putting down a console table and also a couch. I ended up going with a couple different couches before I found the ones that I really wanted to use, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes when you're building. You gotta put down a bunch of stuff. Look how cute these couches are though. Like, look at the pillows. Oh, I feel like it almost looks like the pillows come with the couch when you buy it, and honestly, I think in real life it'd be a lot easier if we could just buy couches with matching pillows instead of having to go and find pillows ourselves. It's a really minor issue, but I've chosen to have it anyway. Here I'm just putting down some doors. Look how tall they are. Oh, they like filled the whole wall. I love it. I love when things are tall, even on the shortest wall height, mostly because I hate building on taller wall heights. They're too frustrating for me to really work with because there's too much space for everything and anything. So short wall height is the place to be, and I'm really happy to have this build be on the shorter wall height. I probably would have honestly made it shorter if it hadn't been, so there's that. And here I am just deciding. As you can see, there's just like a lot of options when it comes to this build. Like, look at all of these adorable decor items, and I didn't actually end up getting to all of them because a lot of them were for bedrooms or bathrooms, but I'm thinking of maybe going on to doing a whole house in my free time. We'll see what happens, but look at look at these curtains. God, they're like to die for. Look at that pattern. Like, I want a dress made in that fabric, and I'm not afraid to say it. Honestly, I feel like I've seen Trixie Mattel actually wearing a dress in that exact fabric, and maybe that's why I like it so much, but come on, I mean, it's so cute, and I love the pops of pink and orange. I think that this aesthetic really does something in that it has all these bright colors, but they kind of complement each other, so you're not overwhelmed by how bright everything is. I really love the kind of like surfer-y vibe of it. Like, it's the pink and the orange and the teal that make me think of surf, especially because, you know, the midpoint of pink and orange is peach, and that also just makes me think of summer and surfing. So yeah, I really love it. Here I'm just putting down some paintings, a little console table. There's actually a couple different console tables that come with this pack, and I'm happy with all of them. I love console tables because they just allow me to place more stuff in my Sims rooms, and I love giving them little personalities and hobbies with the little accent tables. And here I'm looking for a rug. I think I didn't decide on a rug until like the end of the build because it was just too hard. There were so many rugs and they were all kind of patterned, and I wasn't sure which one was gonna like tie in with the curtains. Honestly, if I had found it like an exact match of the curtains, I probably would have just used that, but I ended up going with something different. And here I'm just setting on a chandelier. I actually always forget to put in nice lighting into my Sims homes, but I didn't this time. I'm really happy because like, look how cute it is. It's so like domed. It just looks fun. And I think I actually got rid of this big old console table and I replaced it with this TV because like, look how old TV consoles used to be. Isn't that crazy to think about how our TVs now are like super thin and like internet connected, and like TVs not even that long ago, like within the lifetimes of people who are still alive, were in like big boxes like that? That's crazy. I did like that it had like an extra storage spot. Like, you can see that you can open a little cabinet there, that seems so convenient. Like, yeah, you could keep your remote in there, you keep all sorts of stuff in there that you don't really want to be seeing, but are, you know, important enough to have in the living room. And I love storage, so I'm excited by the concept, even if I'm sure a lot of people are like, this is a really dumb detail. I think it's awesome. And then here I'm just looking for decoration to put over the TV cabinet because it doesn't quite cover the whole wall. And I mean, look at the whole selection of these different like wall accessories. They're so cute. And I ended up eventually figuring out what I wanted. I went with the surfboard. Isn't it adorable? Honestly, that would also go really perfectly in the island living world, but for right now, it's just going in this Oasis Springs home because it just perfectly like tied the room together. And also, like, I don't know, I love surfboards used as decor. One of my family members has a really, really cool custom surfboard decoration, and I don't even surf that much, but I still kind of covet it because it just looks so cool. Here, finally, I'm looking for that rug I mentioned earlier because I truly just like couldn't find the right rug to put in the space. I was like, I don't really know what's gonna do it. I was looking at some of these Strangerville rugs, and then I think I got away with this one because it was blue and it had a little bit of a pattern, but it wasn't drawing attention away from the rest of the room, because that is what always drives me crazy, is when a rug is like too busy for everything else around it. And then here I'm finally on to like decorating, which is obviously the most fun part. Once you get all the big pieces down, it's time to like go ham with just cute little details around the room. And obviously I love that. I almost put down the super cool piano, but it was just so big and it didn't quite match the room properly. So maybe in a different build I'll put the piano down. And then I'm also decorating the console table. I was looking for different things that I thought would look cute up there. And a lot of these decorations actually ended up getting put on the big console on the right there that was originally up against the mini wall. And then I actually got into some of the instruments. There's some really cool vintage guitars and amps that are coming out with this collab, and I love it. Look, you could even get like a vintage mic. It's so cool. So I ended up putting down an electric guitar and an acoustic guitar. I was gonna just put down the acoustic guitar with the amp, but then I realized that looked kind of silly because obviously you don't need an amp for an acoustic guitar. So I was like, whatever. Okay, let me put down the electric guitar too. You know, you can play both if you want. And then also started looking for some plants. They're really cute. I like how like summery all of them are. The colors of the plants are really happy and bright. And god, this collab is like just the perfect time to... It's coming out at the perfect time. It's coming out right around summer. And so I think that the kind of surf-inspired vibes are perfectly on brand for the time of year we're entering. And then here I found this record player. Look how cute it is. I have honestly been thinking about getting a record player in real life, but I know that I wouldn't use it. I just like listen to music on my phone. But in theory, having one just seems very exciting. Like, they're just cool and pretty, and some people argue that they sound better, like a lot of songs and stuff sound better on vinyl. I don't know if I'm advanced enough of a listener to notice that, but a lot of people argue that it's true, and who am I to say that they're wrong? So I like putting them in my Sims homes anyway. And then here I'm just putting all of these super cute little clutter pieces and decor pieces on the console to kind of liven it up. Look at this like fun row of vases. I feel like it would tie in so many different colors, but I ended up going with just the orange because there's already a lot of colors going on in this room. And then also like those canvases, which I thought were super cute. And a couple other like little 60s accoutrements that I thought suited the overall vibe. Look at this like cool circular phone. Like that, it's a little gimmicky, but oh my gosh, it looks so much fun. I kind of wish I had a home phone just so I could have it be shaped in a cool way. And then I also put down this little box of records because there is a record player in the room, and some other little things. I think I was looking for plants if I'm remembering correctly, but oh yes, actually I think I got distracted because I was looking at chairs, and there's this living chair with the pack that not the pack, with the collab that is very circular. It's like a circular hole for your sim to sit in, and I was like, that's interesting. I didn't have space for it, but I'm gonna put it in another build because it looks cool. And I found this cool painted end table with all these swirls on it to match the record player, and then a plant. Plants are really perfect for any room. If you can't figure out what it's missing, probably plants, unless you've only put down plants, in which case you're probably missing like regular furniture, but you know. You're missing something. If you're missing anything, it's probably plants. They just bring a lot of life to a room, and I highly recommend dropping them in pretty much every build you do. And here we are coming to the end of the build, so I am very excited to show you the final screenshots, and I hope you enjoy these 60s vibes as much as I did. Have a great day, and I hope you check out all the downloads soon.